Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be starting a new chapter, and the name of the chapter is Electricity. Nowadays, electricity has very important place in the modern society. It is controllable and also convenient form of energy for a variety of uses in homes, school, hospitals, industries, and so on. Now the question is, what constitutes electricity? How does it flow in an electric circuit? And what are the different factors that controls or regulates electric current through the electric circuit? Now in this chapter, we have to discuss all about this, and at last we need to also discuss about the heating effect of electric current and its application. Now let us discuss about the first topic from this chapter, and the topic is electric current and circuit. In order to understand electric current, first we must know about charge, because electric current is rate of flow of charge. So first let me define electric charge as a fundamental particle of an atom. Every matter around us is made up of an atom. An atom looks like this. So inside atom there will be nucleus, in which there will be proton and neutron, and the proton will be positively charged and neutron will be neutral. Neutral means it does not contain charge. And outside this nucleus, these moving electrons, they will be revolving around the nucleus, and these electrons, it contains negative charge. So these are the three fundamental particles of an atom, and the SI unit of charge is coulomb. So it is represented by C. Now the question may come like, define 1 coulomb of charge. 1 coulomb of charge is equivalent to the charge contained in 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. It means that the total charge that is contained in 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons, it constitutes 1 coulomb of charge. Now the next question is, how much charge does each electron contain? Each electron possesses a negative charge of 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So in 1 coulomb of charge, the number of electron is 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons, and in 1 electron, the charge it contains is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Now the next we define electric current. Electric current is defined as the rate of flow of charge. That means how much charge is flowing per unit time, so it gives current. And the formula for current is current equals to charge divided by time, that is I equals to Q by T. And there are few points that is to be remembered. Electric current always flows from high potential to low potential. And the SI unit of current is ampere, which is represented by capital A. And a device which is used to measure electric current, we call it ammeter. And the direction of current in an electric circuit is from positive terminal of the cell to the negative terminal of the cell. So electric current flows from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery in an electrical circuit. Now here also we have to define 1 ampere of current, which is defined as when 1 coulomb of charge flows through the conductor in 1 second, then we call it 1 ampere of current. Now the next we define potential difference. Potential difference is defined as the amount of work done to move a unit charge from one point to another. So whatever work done is needed to move a unit charge means one charge from one point to another, then that work done is called the potential difference. And the formula for potential difference is work done divided by charge. And there are few points to be remembered related to the potential difference. The SI unit of potential difference is volt. And a device which is used to measure potential difference is called voltmeter. Now here also we define 1 volt as when 1 joule of work is done in carrying 1 coulomb of charge, then the potential difference we call it 1 volt. Now the next topic that we define is electrical circuit. So it is defined as a closed path of electrical components through which the current flows. So here is an example of an electrical circuit. It consists of one cell. Cell means here battery, and this is a bulb, and these are the connecting wires, and this A represents ammeter which measures current, and this represents the plug key or the switch. And here the current is flowing from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal. Now the question is how the ammeter and the voltmeter is connected in the circuit. So in the circuit, ammeter is always connected in series while the voltmeter is connected in parallel. So as we have already discussed, ammeter is used to measure the current in the circuit and voltmeter is used to measure potential difference. So here we consider the electric circuit. So in this circuit, the current finds only one path to flow. So we can place anywhere in this circuit an ammeter to measure the current. So in this way we have to place the ammeter. And if we want to measure the potential difference across the bulb, then we must connect voltmeter in parallel with the bulb. So in this way we connect voltmeter in parallel with the bulb. So at this point, the current finds two paths to go, one through the bulb and one through the voltmeter. Only a small amount of current will be flowing through the voltmeter and rest of the current will be flowing through the bulb. So because of the division of the current along the two paths, the two components, that is voltmeter and the bulb, are in parallel combination. In electrical circuit, there are different components used, like for example, battery, bulb, ammeter, voltmeter, galvanometer, resistance, etc. So we can draw all the time their actual diagram. So we need a symbol to represent those electrical components. And this is very important. So you have to know all the symbols related to the electrical components. So this symbol is for electric cell, and this symbol is for a combination of 3 cells, and this is for open switch, and this is for closed switch, and here this represents a wire joint, and here this represents a crossing of wire without joining. And for the bulb we have to draw this symbol, and for resistance we draw this symbol, and for variable resistance means changing, we have to draw this symbol, and this is for the rheostat, and this represents the ammeter, voltmeter, and this galvanometer. And all this symbol you have to remember.